Hello everyone, and thank you for joining me. Before I delve into the latest PES 2022 rumours that are swirling around, I want to make it clear that this channel is for viewers who are looking for a balanced viewpoint. I don't indulge in fanboy nonsense. If FIFA or PES is good, I'll say it's good. If the games are bad, I'll say it how it is. I've got no horse in this race. I just want a good football video game and feel that it's been ages since we've had one. In my opinion, both PES and FIFA haven't been good enough for years, and like I've mentioned in previous videos, Konami and EA's preference seems to be their gambling modes, My Club and FIFA Ultimate Team. So excuse my cynicism when I'm making these PES and FIFA videos. I'm disconnected from modern football gaming because it's been shite since probably FIFA 14 and PES 2017. They were the last games that I really enjoyed. So with all that being said, let's now focus on PES 2022 and the latest news in regards to it possibly being free to play. Now we get PES Lite every year already, a free stripped down version of PES where you don't get to play Master League, you can't edit kits, etc, etc. Basically it's a free version of PES for the My Club players. So why are the gaming news sites making a big deal out of PES 2022 being free to play when we get PES Lite every year anyway? I'll quote a piece of the Push Square article and it says, "The next gen Pro Evolution Soccer game could be a massive departure for the soccer simulator as rumours swirl that the series may be poised to go properly free to play. Konami has, for the last few years, released PES Lite as a free alternative to the main game, which focuses on the franchise's ultimate team mode, My Club. The implication here is PES 2022 will go beyond that." Word comes courtesy of a VGC podcast in which editor Andy Robinson alluded to the Japanese publisher really changing it up with this year's title. He didn't elaborate any further and didn't specify a source, just noted that it's what he's heard, but it would certainly represent a seismic shift for the series and sports games in general. In an unprecedented move, PES took a year off with eFootball PES 2021 season update, effectively releasing a roster refresh while it focused on transitioning to the Unreal Engine behind the scenes. A move to free to play could be a concern for the franchise faithfuls. We've grown to love Master League and the series' other primary single player modes. How would this be monetized if the rumour is true? That last part was ringing alarm bells for me, and again, excuse my negativity here, but it wouldn't surprise me at all if PES 2022, or rather eFootball 2022, will be entirely free to play and solely focused on My Club, which of course is where players will spend their cash. Today, Konami is a very different company from the one which brought many of us so many fond gaming memories in the 90s and the early 2000s. Take a look at this Screen Rant article from last month, and I'll quote a segment. "Over the past decade, one-time gaming giant Konami has shifted more of its focus on creating pachinko and pachi slot machines. To that end, they have adapted many of their most beloved game series into some form of pachinko. In Japan, where both Konami and pachinko originate, open gambling is prohibited by law. As a result, companies have developed pachinko games and parlours as a way of not so subtly circumventing the anti-gambling law. So would it really surprise anyone if PES 2022 was free to play with a big emphasis on buying My Club points or whatever they're called? Konami launched the new football game online performance test a few weeks ago and I didn't like it at all. The gameplay is still clunky and boring, the fun is missing from the series and has been for a long time. I don't want an arcadey football game, far from it. I just miss how unpredictable PES used to be. Every AI opponent would play differently, Master League was immersive and had that just one more game factor. And yes, I know you can't judge the AI's behaviour from that demo because we could only play against human opponents, but in general, it just felt very similar to PES 2021, which isn't necessarily a good thing. A full announcement of PES 2022, or whatever it's going to be called, is planned for 21st of July, so exactly 2 weeks away as I'm recording this. I'm hoping for positive news, and I really hope the free-to-play rumour is false, and that we'll get a new, exciting Master League with new features, intelligent AI, no scripting, looser gameplay, better presentation, and vastly improved shooting mechanics. But the cynic in me tells me that something doesn't feel right with PES at the moment. Please, prove me wrong, Konami. Thanks for watching, guys. I'll speak to you all soon.